Caleb Hammer, one of the most popular financial YouTubers on the platform right now. He has over 3.5 million subscribers on YouTube right now. He averages over 1 million views per video, and he has one of the largest paid memberships on the entire YouTube platform. So it's safe to say that him and his team definitely have the YouTube algorithm down to a T. But are his videos as good as they used to be? Let me explain. But before that, I do just want to say that this video is sponsored by the subscribe button. I really love making these videos and I want to make more of them, so it would really encourage me if you guys leave me some support and hit the subscribe button. Now, let's get into this video. If you've never seen a Caleb Hammer video in your life, well, I would say you're missing out, because I've been watching him very regularly for the past 2 years, maybe even a little bit longer, and I have seen him go from under 1 million subscribers all the way to where he is today. Now, I think one of the big things is if you've ever seen his clips, they're definitely, you know that he definitely has a personality to him, and he's not afraid to show it.
He's fat. That's okay. I'm obese. That's okay.
That's
Well, we're
crazy.
just... Is it? We're acknowledging a basic reality.
Yeah.
We can call men fat, and it's okay.
But I get
Why is it
told-
insulting when we call women fat?
I'm not supposed to say that I'm fat, you know?
But you are. Why? But it doesn't matter.
You
It's
think
where we are.
You think that
Oh my good. I don't think
You make a lot of assumptions.
2 weeks of marriage, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
That wasn't very nice.
I mean, he definitely shows personality in his clips, and that's what I like about him, is, like, I do believe he's completely authentic, and he's not hiding anything from the camera, and he's not putting on a persona, so to say, to film these videos. But there is something interesting. It didn't always used to be this dramatic, and it didn't always used to be him yelling at the person across from him. In some of his older videos, it was actually more calm, and it almost seemed... I don't want to say that he doesn't care about the people that are in front of him these days, but it almost feels like he's more clip farming than he is trying to help the person across the table for him giving a financial audit. But before I dig deeper, actually, let's rewind and let me tell you kind of the premise of his videos if you've never watched a full financial audit video. Pretty much him and his team find a completely random person, and they go through a very strict onboarding process where they pretty much give him the rights to roast them, make fun of them, and they get the option to leave out anything that they don't want talked about on screen, and he respects those requests. And then after the onboarding process, they sit in front of a camera, he goes through their finances, he yells at them, and there's a little bit of drama that goes around, and then he makes a budget for them, and hopefully after getting called out on their BS spending, they'll shape it up and they help them walk through their journey of paying off their debt pretty much. And that's the general overview of the video. Now, before we talk about his most recent videos, we actually need to go back in the past of his YouTube channel. The oldest videos on Caleb Hammer's YouTube channel right now go back about 4 years at the recording of this video. His videos weren't just financial audit videos, they were actually kind of just like financial advice slash what was going on in the world kind of videos like that you see finance guys do. But then he started doing these financial audit videos, and they were a big hit, and he kept on doing them and kept on producing them. And if we go back to some of his earliest financial audit videos, you can see that most of them are only half an hour long. And, well, I believe that is because when he first started his YouTube channel, he was actually balancing his full-time job plus YouTube. So it does make sense that the videos were shorter. He didn't have enough time to produce the videos and make them and edit them. So it makes sense that they're shorter. But this is where I'm going to start to get to the point of the video. If you watch some of these older videos, there is so much less drama, and he seems more sincere in these videos about helping these people out of their debt. He seems more calm and more relaxed, and the videos just seemed more legitimate and less like clip farming-y. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. Let's take this video about 3 years ago of a financial audit that is 40 minutes long. I'm just going to show you some of the clips, and you're going to notice how calm he is, and kind of he's less yelling, and there's less drama in general. Let's watch.
Why does it have to be a remote job in Vegas?
So I moved from Ohio originally, and I needed a job in Vegas. And so I originally started with Yelp for like 6 months just to transition so I can get an apartment in Vegas. And then once
Guys, I didn't scrunch my hair. I'm so sorry. I wasn't looking beautiful for you.
No, you're good, man.
I'm sorry. Continue your story while I scrunch.
It's okay. So basically what happened was once I moved out.
Now, if you want to not get hounded by debt collectors, I mean, I can't help you unless you're on this show, but you can subscribe, and maybe that'll just give you a good luck button to not get called by debt collectors like you in your evil
I'll
position
be
of work.
helping these people, okay? I help. I really
Oh,
do.
fuck off. That's stupid. No, let's not say that. Come on. Well, I'm glad you're doing better. What were you making?
What?
You know, a lot of that money went out of the checking account, but then we also have purchases of $918, so almost $1,000 on Capital One, Savior One.
Yes, that was around.
And you paid it off, which is good. So
Yeah.
very happy to see that. Groceries, Wendy's, Ubering, Sunrise International, and Uber. Mostly Walmarts and stuff. They're really cheap Walmart trips. So I'm very curious.
Yeah,
and multiple on the same days.
These that's like I said, I was moving in January, so I was just getting a
Just
lot
getting
of
some
news
house stuff.
Yeah, some house stuff.
We saw in the checking account go to things like gas and groceries and stuff like that. Time to budget, dude. What's your rent on a monthly basis?
My rent right now is at $1,203.
Minimum monthly payment on this card is $79.
You said half of 180. So 180.
You pay him half of 180, or is 180 half of it?
No, 180 is half, so that's 90. Sorry, I apologize.
Okay, so
Long
180
flight.
is half. You give him $180.
I give him 90. Sorry. It's a long flight. I'm so sorry. It's a long flight. I'm just waking
Okay.
up.
Just want to make sure I have your numbers right.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, so we got rent, we got our insurances, we got our grocery spending, our card spending. I'm gonna call it toilet paper money, all the extra little things you would need. Give you extra $100 there on a monthly basis. Gas, Vegas is
Honestly,
very
$45.
card dependent.
$45. I don't go out a lot.
We'll call it 50. Now, you can't do it yet. But really, this next month, it's as simple as this. You should not go out there once. You should not spend money on fun once at all for the next month. And the remaining $2,200 that you get on average should pay off the card, and it's done. It's done.
I should hit max incentives, so I'm pretty sure I can pay that off by the end of this month.
You should. Just don't have a single ounce of fun or anything until it is paid off. And boom, now it's done. It's done. It's as simple as it's done. That's fantastic. Now, what do you do from there? You can't have fun because you don't have an emergency. And not having an emergency fund is an emergency. Yeah. So, again, this is your entire budget that we laid out here. You don't spend money anywhere except for that. You don't. For how long? You have $2,000 in your emergency fund now. $2,500.
You see what I mean? When he's building the budget for them, he seems more sincere, more like, let me help you out of this debt. And there's less yelling and screaming going on and less like political debates. And in my opinion, that's what Financial Audit started out to be. And now let's look at some of his more recent videos. I'm actually just going to show you the intro to one of his most recent videos, and you should get the idea of where his videos are at today.
What was the allegation before you tell me the reality?
The pet she was talking about was me.
Age? Question mark.
Childlike.
Oh,
Yeah, lock this guy up.
okay. That's a f***ing kid, dude.
That is not a child. Look at the hips on that. You're probably better with
told you're
phones
actually
than-
addicted to AI. What the f*** is that?
I got an AI generator on my computer and I was training it to do stuff that looks like my artwork
Kids! He's generating kids!
of fictional characters, mind you.
What the f***? They're still kids, are they not?
I make a lot of money doing this.
What the f***?
I get to find out, is this just some guy with a weird or is this like a guy who actually wants me to draw real life
No.
of his actual little sister?
You see, the difference is the old videos were really revolved around the person's finances, and now the videos today are about people's finances, but it's almost more about the drama that are in the people's lives rather than the actual finances in their lives. What do I mean by this? Well, if we look at one of his most recent videos, they talk about like just the person's life and drama for over half the video, and his videos are now an hour and a half long or longer. So that means there is 45 minutes of them not even talking about finances. They're just talking about drama. And some of this drama is honestly pointless. Some examples is in like a couple videos he'll get into, I don't want to say political arguments, but just like arguments around the world and like where the world's at, and he uses statistics. Let me just show you a couple clips.
I do not speak with my parents.
You chose. They did not choose.
They chose extremism over their child.
Okay, says the blue hair. Got it.
The housing has just gone up.
Wow, what a nuanced take.
I've called before
You've called people?
Well, I've called
Oh,
the
that's
bank.
great.
I
Oh,
tried,
she called the bank.
and I tried to like find out if I'm interested in
the cost
buying
of
a
housing
house.
should go down, bank.
I want to see people's lives improve, and the government has a role to play in because
People
they
disagree
like
with you
a
slightly,
pedophile.
and they're a fascist.
I've seen families like torn apart.
Oh, don't performative cry. No one gives a f- or empathize with your fake crying.
Having your needs met so that you can dream.
I'm sorry, not everywhere is going to thrive.
No, everyone
Communities
should
got,
thrive.
That's
That's
not
what socialism
possible.
is.
Are you sure they're the extremists? That seems like a more extremist position. You're one of those people I'm already reading. If they disagree with 1% of things, they're a fascist. No, answer the question, or I am ending this podcast. Answer the question.
So he'll get into some of those arguments, and you know, they're not necessarily around finances, but it definitely makes the video a little bit more interesting and causes a little bit more conflict in the comment section, which, you know, gets more views and stuff like that. And then a lot of the videos recently have had like pointless drama, as in like this guy has rape allegations and this guy has like an AI corn addiction, and there's just some completely random topics that get brought up that are, yes, interesting to talk about, but don't necessarily go with finances. Where in his older videos there was not a lot of talk about this kind of stuff, and it was really just straight to the finances, building a budget, and then explaining how you can go through the budget and paying off your debt. And he kind of just leaves out all the other fluff. Now, why have the videos gotten more and more dramatic and more long as time has gone on, and he's gotten more and more subscribers and just viewers in his videos? Well, I think it comes down to a business standpoint. These financial audit videos are not necessarily the most entertaining when you're going through the finances. Like, no one really likes going through finances, but if you can make an entertaining video about people's drama and all that stuff, and then just sprinkle in some of these, like, oh, don't be spending your money on coffee, go buy your coffee and make it at home, it'll save you money. He like sprinkles that into an entertaining video, and yes, there's a lot of drama in the video, but he is getting to the point of where he is giving financial advice of making a budget. Don't spend your money on this. Why are you spending your money on this? This is the most ridiculous debt. He's explaining interest rates to people. So he is combining like a reality TV show with with finance advice, and it's actually pretty brilliant. But I definitely think he could cut it back a little bit, because as a longtime viewer, I've actually recently not been as entertained by his videos, because I'm like, oh my goodness, we're halfway through the video and we haven't even talked about one finance. We're just talking about completely random stuff that is so far off topic that is honestly, like, I'm disengaging from the video. And maybe I'm in the minority of people in his videos, and people actually really like watching the dramatic side of things. And I mean, he is still getting millions of views on each video that he posts, so who am I to say that he's doing it wrong? I just think he's almost more clip farming than he is actually helping with these people's finances. Now, don't get me wrong, he definitely supplies these people that go on the Financial Audit podcast with amazing resources to help them get through their debt, and he does build them a budget. Whether he does it or if he's just so mad at them, he will send them to a person that will build them a budget and walk through the budget. And then it's still up to the person, the individual, to change their life and get out of their debt. So do I think he should change anything? I mean, on the surface, not necessarily. If he's getting a crazy amount of views and he's continuing to grow as a person, I do think his videos are still good, because he's sprinkling in financial advice into a very entertaining podcast to what it seems like is a majority of the people. Now, is it my cup of tea? Not necessarily, because I'm not all into the whole drama that gets drawn out for a very long time in these videos. What I'd like to see is a little bit less drama, because you do still need to get the behind the scenes of the person's life to understand their financial situation, because not everyone's financial situation is the same. So you do need some of that backstory and some of that drama, but I don't think he should draw it out as long as he does, if that makes sense. And maybe I'm the only one that thinks that, but I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit more finances and a little less drama. don't get me wrong, he's doing a very smart and a very amazing thing. He is providing financial information to people that would usually not get it in a very entertaining way. Because, I mean, if people are watching it, then at least they're getting some sort of financial advice. Because at the end of the day, he advocates for a budget. And you aren't going to make any progress with your money if you don't know where your money's going. And that is why you need a budget. And it's the basic thing. And that's what he advocates for. Yes, Caleb Hammer is doing a fantastic job with his videos. He's making them entertaining. And from a business standpoint, he's doing incredible work. But to me, a longtime viewer and someone who cares more about the financial side of things rather than the drama side, I wouldn't mind seeing a little less drama and a little bit more finances, because, I mean, it is financial audit at the end of the day. And when you go 1 hour into this 1 hour and 30-minute video and you haven't talked about a single debt, it just kind of defeats the purpose of the financial audit part, in my opinion. Let me know if you agree in the comments below. And let me know if you enjoyed this video. And now, I do just want to end on this one thing. If you've seen clips of Caleb Hammer, then you know that he goes hard into the people that are sitting across from him. He will call them fat, he will call them names, and he will make fun of them. But I do just want to say, because I don't think this is said enough, and his clips are taken out of context sometimes, he gets full consent from these people. They go through an extensive onboarding process where they say everything that he can talk about and everything he can't talk about. So yes, is he mean sometimes? He is. But it is his personality, and he does have consent from these people to do this. So if you see those clips and you're like thinking, man, this guy is an asshole or whatever, maybe he is a little bit, but at the end of the day, he got the consent from the people sitting in front of him to be an asshole. And that's what I want to end my video on, because I want to be, transparent, and I don't want to leave anything out. So that's going to be the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Later.